Hey everyone, my name is Phil.
I'm Erika.
And today we are watching Shrinking Season 2, Episode 1. Let's dive in. So Shrinking is a series that we actually did on our YouTube channel way back when.
The early days.
Early days of our channel before we really had much of a following, and it did not do well. We'll link it up in one of these corners here, but yeah, for one reason or another, it just wasn't a show that did well, and I think it's super underappreciated. Like,
Yeah.
such a great show.
I don't think enough people know the show, actually.
Yeah. And when people do find it, and I have conversations with them about it, they're like, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
just
great
as
writing,
blown
great
away
cast.
as we are.
Yeah. I mean, so we were thrilled when we came across it, went through it. So we'll see how this does here. We're definitely going to make this Patreon exclusive, or Patreon is going to get the full uncut and basically the full experience there, and then we'll see how it does on YouTube. But yeah, just super excited about that. But yeah, another gem for Apple TV. And maybe it's that Apple TV thing. People are mentioning that not a lot of reactors do Apple TV. YouTube doesn't really push Apple TV shows in terms of like reactions, so maybe there's a little bit of that. So cool. We're gonna be kind of feeling our way through it and getting refamiliarized with it, so don't mind us as we kind of ask a lot of questions, but yeah, let's just dive in.
Sounds like a jail.
The girl, when she pushed the guy. Yeah. Did he die?
It's so fucked up. I mean, yes, she's lucky that Donnie didn't die, but the doctors don't know if he'll ever walk again. She's probably gonna spend the rest of her life in jail, but she was abused for years. They'll see that.
Okay, so Jimmy's not ready for anything real. It's an uneven dynamic, and it's like not healthy for me.
Oh, she's like into him.
It's really hard because I got him the shampoo that makes his hair smell like pine tree, and it kind of makes my cooch whistle.
No, I get it. I fucked Erika a lot over Christmas.
Anyway, I'm pulling out. Gotta go. Love you. Bye.
All right, see ya.
That's so funny that they're besties now.
Alice is just a friend, not someone whose skin you want to wear. Give it a shot.
Oh, yeah. So sweet.
You guys are like roomies with bennies.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you do. You guys getting serious?
I am taking solace in the fact that this day could not get any worse.
Paul, I gotta tell you about my dream.
Oh man.
I stand corrected.
We were hiking,
Correct.
and I think that all of the other
The funny
hikers
cut.
were my patients.
Let's talk a bit about what you're going to say at your next deposition.
What's the point? I tried to kill my husband, so I should probably be locked up forever.
Well, maybe don't lead with that.
Okay, Grace, I promise we're gonna get you through this.
Haven't you done enough? I know I had a piece of shit husband before, but it was better than this.
So she definitely blames him.
Platinum status is a...
She hasn't said anything about it, but I can tell that she's worried about me.
It's rough to realize your kid knows how fragile you are.
I'm not fragile, Paul. I said I'm spinning and obsessing.
Okay.
Look, I know you had concerns when I enrolled Sean in MMA, but listen, I did some research, and there's a guy in San Diego who's been doing this for vets with PTSD since 2012. And yes, Grace had a bad outcome.
Husband had a worse outcome.
I just want you to have all the information, because I think I really need to hear you say that I didn't fuck it up with my patients.
Oh.
You didn't.
Thanks. Thank you, Paul.
Your boob's going somewhere?
Damn it. Liz, how did you know I was gonna be here?
When I asked you to hang tonight, you said you were gonna stay home and air fry some tilapia.
I'm juggling these patients. I'm teaching that class. I haven't even unpacked my new house, right? I need a release.
So go watch Property Brothers and rub one out like the rest of us. Look,
Why doesn't
you were
she
the
want
one who
this
told
happen?
me to use my Budinsky superpowers to help you break this cycle.
You're right. I'm sick of this. I am a strong
Is
woman.
it toxic?
I'm a weak little girl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No.
I'm a strong big boy. I'm a caveman.
I think we've been spending too much time together.
Ooh.
Excuse me? Yeah, I think that we could both use a little space.
Well, it doesn't have to be tonight.
Honestly, when you're this old,
I know. What is
But when you're this old, like, can you really be offended at that point? I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I just feel like so straight up.
Bad guy?
Great guy.
Bad friend?
Nope.
Make this easy on me.
He loves reminiscing about the old days.
Oh no.
And I don't want to be in my head reliving any of that shit.
Yeah.
Just tell him that, no?
For me, it's sirens. Every time. Every time I hear one, I'm right back to the night that Tia was killed.
How did she die again?
Car accident.
When I got there, the emergency crews had already arrived. The paramedics were loading Tia's body into the back of the ambulance. But the thing that always gets me is there's these two other cops, and they were just
Going about their day.
chatting about what they were going to order for dinner. It was just another day. You know what? It's okay. Because I can access that now without like completely falling apart. You know, I don't need to numb myself by snorting Molly off of some stripper named Ecstasy. The point is, you can't hide from your past forever.
I'm just not ready yet.
It's okay. You know
That's
why?
fair.
Because one day you will be.
I got a question.
Oh.
Why are
no.
you dodging me?
Seriously?
Oh, also,
Yeah.
is this kid 12? Is this like a Doogie situation?
I'm 20.
So am I. Stop walking so fast. Your strides are longer than mine.
She literally just saw her yesterday.
I know.
This is a nice office.
Thank you. Why are you in it? Excuse this woman, Keisha. She has a raging case of the bat shits.
And we're walking.
What?
And we're walking.
Stop saying that.
I'll just come back.
Sorry.
Find another
Sorry.
teacher's butt to kiss.
Sorry.
What the heck is going on?
I know.
bored.
What is her deal?
I can't with you right now, okay? I'm currently wearing a thong from the 8th grade because I haven't had a second to unpack. It is so unbelievably small, it looks like a hammock for my bush.
You'd have time to unpack if you sacked up and ended it with Jimmy. That's what I say.
All right, get your feet off my desk. Those are really cute.
What is the issue? I don't understand.
The reason why because it'll feel like I'm closing the door on any chance for me and him.
I think she's like she's really into
Distracted?
I
him.
hang around long enough.
Like she's gonna get hurt in the long run. That's the worry.
He never will. You know that.
You just don't know when to stop, do you?
Not really.
Honestly, this is the shit that makes it hard to get close to you. You know what? Get the fuck out of my office.
Gabby.
What are you doing here? Everything okay?
I don't know, Dad. I'm just saying I'm scared you're gonna fall apart again. After Mom died, one day you were my dad, and
Cool
the
if they're
next,
actually talking
I
about
was
it.
getting
Yeah.
a ride to school from a sex worker.
She was also a Lyft driver.
Oh my
She
gosh.
did both. Look, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Yes, I am stressed out about Grace, but that's workday dad. Nighttime daddy is fine. I heard it. I'm not going to say it again. I can handle it now. I'm in a much better place.
I know.
All right, love you.
Oh, that
Bye.
was so fast.
Aww. It's gonna be us one day. Sister. Have we met sister?
Is now a good time?
Her?
No.
I don't think there's ever gonna be a good time.
Did fuck up with one of your patients.
I'm working on it with
Sean.
Grace.
No, I'm not talking about Grace. I'm talking about Sean. You have created a textbook dual relationship. Is there anybody from his own life that he even sees anymore?
Yikes.
Why weren't you just honest with me?
Because Alice isn't the only one who knows how fragile you are. You always say your patient's well-being is all that matters to you.
Yeah.
You think Sean doesn't know that? He will say anything to keep you happy. He'll even lie.
I did not make a mistake with Sean. He is my biggest success story.
Stop saying S words.
Sorry. I did it again. He is thriving, and I know in my heart that I am helping him thick feed.
Uh-oh. He fully said he wasn't ready.
I know.
Oh, wow.
3 of you did all this?
We're almost done, except for your underwear and a box of things I can only imagine are beyond the limits of our friendship.
Give me that. Don't look down there.
Now, you guys can break down all the boxes.
That sounds like a job for a straight. I'm on.
No, I love crushing boxes.
I bet you do.
Gotta go with your friend.
Great. Glad you pushed me.
Wow.
Great.
Or
You
maybe
didn't go see him,
testing.
did you? Alice, will you give us a second?
Yeah.
Break up?
Yeah.
But that's like a whole life thing, right? He has to find a new place to live. Or does all that stay the same and he just
yeah,
sees
he
someone
just
else?
sees someone else now.
I
Yeah.
don't know what the big deal is. I just didn't want to go in that coffee shop.
Look, kid. Jimmy was right about one thing. The importance of facing your demons head on. You can't spend your life hiding from your trauma.
Oh, that's who it was.
Truly deal with your past. It'll come back for you.
Oh!
What?
I knew he was a producer, I didn't know.
Right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps.
Came here to apologize. You did it, you should go. I would really like.
Get the fuck out of here! Get out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
And when that happens,
What?
Oh no. The irony right now.
Where'd your day go?
Coping skills.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh no. Great.
Mm.
Oh. Oh no. No. Oh, I was not expecting that ending. I'm getting emotional.
I had a feeling that they're going to bring that character in at some point this season just because of how they set that up.
Really? It was so subtle to me. I did not think.
Yeah. Because just because of how like in the shadows he was and like he was looking at him and all that. But yeah, really interesting. I'm glad that so it kind of has the vibes of like episode 1 of Better Call Saul. The beginning of this, like the first 90% of this, I was kind of like, all right, it's kind of corny. It's not as good as I remember, like all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But I'm glad that they brought it started getting deep near the end, where they started really getting into the therapy of it all, and just kind of like the repercussions of, you know, the things that you do and don't do. So I like that. But that's really, really interesting.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. That didn't go the way that I was thinking or
What were you thinking?
expecting. I don't know. It just took such a turn that I was like, wow. Yeah, just this show is so smart in how they do things. Also, like, thank God Jimmy's not Sean's
Therapist
therapist anymore. I'm like, okay, that's a great development. And then Gabby, that's kind of sweet that her friend cleaned up her place for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, the end. First of all, that character, I totally forgot that he was a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goldstein.
So that was a really cool reveal. But yeah, that really sucks for Jimmy. That just the irony of it all, that the daughter thought Jimmy would be spiraling because of Grace, but it was actually because the drunk driver came back into his life. So she's maybe thinking like, oh, this Grace thing, it is actually happening, like setting him back.
But it's the same thing. Like the same trigger from before.
Yeah.
Bringing him to this same spot.
Yeah. And then...
Which I get. Like, that's way more than a siren.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if that's like the first time you've ever seen this person.
Yeah. I mean, good for that person for trying to apologize.
I mean, it's been a long time, too. Like, it must be...
A
It must
year.
have been like...
A year. I don't think no more than 2 years. It looks like we're just picking back up from where we left off.
No. But I mean, since she died.
Yeah.
I think it's been
okay.
years.
Maybe 2, 3.
But still, if this is the first time that he's come back, like, you've got to think that obviously it's been eating at him. He's probably been doing work on his own to try and get to this place.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't know, just kind of like what they were asking Sean to do. Like, you have to face it. You have to do this. And like maybe he's been going through therapy, and someone was telling him like this is something that you have to do, even if it's just for yourself. Like the forgiveness is for you. It's not for him or whatever. But yeah, it's wild. I don't. It'll be interesting if they, by the end of this, they're like, he's able to chat with him and accept that apology.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was a huge theme in this episode. Now that you mentioned it, like, not necessarily confronting. So yeah, confronting / just being courageous and telling someone how you feel, like with the daughter.
Yeah, everybody.
Harrison Ford. Yeah, everybody had that. But yeah. But I think that's like a really good commentary on mental health too, of like not everyone's situation so different. Like when at the very end when Harrison Ford's character was talking about like you have to face things head on, you have the strategies, and then you have someone like Jimmy
who's teaching those strategies.
Yeah,
right? It's just...
and he's come a long way. He just talked to Sean about how he's like he finally got to a place where he can talk about those triggers without it taking a hold of him.
I mean,
and then in comes this trigger.
Yeah, it's a big trigger though.
Yeah, but yeah, just mental health is a fickle thing.
Yeah,
especially so good.
Yeah,
I'm happy
good.
It's back.
For sure.
So daughter, I've been wanting to talk to you about something. I had a surprise visitor at the office.
Can you
Good
meet me
for
later?
you.
Sorry,
No.
I just have my driver's test in like an hour, and I'm really stressed about my
yikes.
license photo.
That's
I know I want to
fair.
smile, but I can't decide whether to do mouth closed
That's the
or
stress.
barely open.
Fair.
It's your
It's
ID.
like two completely different people.
Who's ready for a big adult milestone?
Me, I guess.
No.
Unless I fail, then it's over. It's
Well, you
over.
can't tell her before the
Even
test.
if you
That's
do, it'll be okay.
really
You
nerve-wracking.
don't remember this, but you failed at toilet training until you were like 5.
Nice.
Oh my god. See you later, Dad.
I really like him.
Thanks for taking her. Apparently, I make her too nervous.
So she's still here at Park.
Oh, you know I love those. What are you wearing your sex boxes at work for, you little freak?
Dress for the job you want.
Wow, you better slow that down. Don't hurt nobody. We are now processing that application.
Did you get a chance to tell Alice about our visitor?
Oh, you told him.
No,
Does
I can't
Gabby know?
find the right way in. Yesterday, she broke a mug, and I almost said, "Don't worry, sweetie, it's just an accident." Speaking of accidents, remember the one your mom was in? The guy who killed her came by.
Smooth.
Can't believe you're dumping me.
Ray, you've been doing so well for so long, and I've got this kid who could really use my help.
Kid, knew it. We've been through a lot together. My dad's death, my divorce,
Wow.
the month I tried an English accent. Can we at least still be friends?
I'm strict about boundaries.
Okay, well, at least admit that you're gonna miss me.
I will. Very much.
I actually don't know, to be honest,
we're
but
not
it
gonna be
feels
friends.
wrong.
I gotta stop bunking Jimmy.
Oh, good. We're back here again.
You know, I'm so pathetic, but like, you know, I'm strong. I can handle shit. You know, I was married to a heroin addict. I help him get clean. You know, I wax myself
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I don't even look away when I do it. I look right down the barrel of this bad boy. You know, I can hold my pee for 48 hours.
That's too long. Gabby.
Whoa.
I know.
You'll stop fucking Jimmy when you're ready. Back me up, Brian.
Yeah, honestly, the main thing I think is how come no one told me you were fucking Jimmy? What? Our Jimmy? No. Ew.
Yeah.
How long has this been going on?
Since he puked all over himself at your engagement party?
Yeah, engagement party.
Since my engagement? Oh! You know what? Fuck Jimmy for not telling me, and fuck you, Gabby. Fuck you too, Liz. And fuck rescue dogs. That's right. Fuck hiking.
Literally the only time
Fuck
you
that
find out.
headband. Fuck all of you! Fuck you, red shirts. You too, leggings. Fuck this whole mountain!
Honestly, that made it all worth it.
Agreed.
She knocked over a few cones, and she scraped the mailbox.
And those dummies passed me anyway.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a nice setup.
I'm
Oh,
so proud of you.
oh, now you bring her
Stuff and
down.
we'll celebrate.
Wherever we go, I'm driving.
Speaking of cars, do you remember what happened to your mom in one?
Mm.
Oh, God damn it! God damn it!
What?
I'm sorry. I've been trying to find a way in. That was not it. The other driver from your mom's accident came to my office
Holy shit. When?
last week.
Last week? And you're just telling me now? What did he want?
I don't know. To
To
talk.
apologize.
Probably. It doesn't matter. I told him to leave, and he did. You okay?
I guess. I don't know. I'm really glad you told me.
Wow, this is so
Pretty
mature.
smooth.
Okay, I'm gonna go get ready.
Okay. I love you.
I wonder if she could put the pieces together now that it was that day when he said it was good. Great.
He emerges from his cave, my man.
Oh, you okay, sweetie?
I can't stop thinking about Alice.
He's the worst. Kill me now.
You are such a good mom.
Dude, go make us French toast.
Coming right up.
What a guy.
Hey, I'm going to brunch for the summer. I said you'd pay for it because you felt guilty about being weird yesterday.
I know I dropped a bomb on you, so don't be mad if I keep checking in.
Fine. But you're not gonna be like my shadow, right?
No.
Wait, where? Who?
Honey.
Oh, just with a friend?
Jimmy.
Or Mr. Laird.
Today when I was getting coffee, I met a food blogger,
Messed up.
and somehow I kept my
Yeah.
mouth shut about how that's not a real job, because it's not. But he wants to do a write-up on our truck, so
Oh,
pretty great.
I don't want any of that soldier boy shit. I want this truck to feel like a fresh start.
Then don't do the interview. Just tell scary neighbor lady.
Liz.
Don't humanize her.
She could be
Humanize.
But she's done so much for me. I don't want to seem ungrateful. I should have never told her I'd do this. If I back out now, she might get pissed.
Look, we got a huge incentive here to teach you how to face pain. Visualize your worst fear of how the conversation with Liz could go. See the pain appear before you like a cloud. Instead of running from it, move forward. And then you say, pain sets me free. Are you doing that?
Nah, I feel pretty stupid.
Well, you look stupid.
I think we need to end whatever it is we're doing.
Oh.
It'd be one thing if there were like real feelings,
Yeah.
you know? Like if we thought maybe this could go somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Got it. If it's not feeling fun for you anymore, I hear you. Let's shut it down.
Oh, it's not what you want to hear.
We made a strong
team. I know, we
Yeah.
always said that.
I almost feel like we should swap jerseys or something.
That's funny.
Good game.
Yeah. Good game, sir.
You're like the first kid in history to get their license and not asked to use the car once. This is because of
Because of Double D.
who?
Drunk driver.
Oh, you're like horrible at nicknames.
Yeah, Dad, it's probably because of him, but could you just please give me some space?
Yeah. Yes, of course. You know the drill. I'm here if you need me.
The shock on his face. Wow. That's,
Like, no way it's that, right?
yeah.
Summer, shoplifting's not technically wrong. It's just wrong.
It's wrong.
You know what's crazy? I keep wishing that guy had showed up here instead of my dad's office. There's just so much I want to say to him. You know, like
I tried to talk to Liz, but I was a total chicken shit. I just realized it's almost 7. You probably already asleep. You know what? Let me just tell you exactly how it happened. You know how if you use live sourdough yeast in a baguette, you get a more complex flavor?
Jesus Christ.
I know it's hard, but you gotta forgive yourself.
I pushed my husband off a cliff. Who does that? I'm a psycho with good hair.
I like the good hair part.
Look whose self-esteem is back.
I'm a fucking monster.
Oh.
I have to head out, but I know that Brian has some legal stuff to go over with you.
We can't do much trial prep until they make a final decision on charges, but as your counsel, there is one small detail I need to know. Were you aware that Jimmy was sleeping with his coworker?
Yes, I was.
Thank you. Yes.
What the hell? What are you, a 7-Eleven for this kid? Just open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week?
I know how 7-Eleven works, Paul.
Well, then you know they're only for Slurpees and condoms.
Hey, handsome. I couldn't sleep, so if you're still interested, Oh, Jimmy's here. No, never mind.
I'm trying to give Sean the tools he needs to help himself. But because of you, anytime he feels dysregulated, he looks for outside help. You've done this kid a huge disservice.
I see Grace every day. And you know why?
Because you feel guilty. Because she threw her husband off a cliff.
There is that. Sure. But also because sometimes people need more. We both care about our patients so much. And yes, you might argue I don't have enough boundaries.
You don't have any boundaries.
Well, maybe you have too damn many. Christ, you're like a mental health robot. Engage empathy.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, kid. I got your text. Fun read. Are you in any immediate distress?
Nah, not really. I was just hoping we could talk this out, so.
Not tonight. Use the tool I gave you, and we'll talk it through next week in your regular session.
Okay.
Good night.
That's totally appropriate. Doesn't she remind you of my friend?
Hey, I know I promised I was gonna give you some space.
I guess you can't say the name.
Yeah, I don't want to name drop her.
I'm telling you, it's getting hard to deal with Mom's vision. And she needs that cataract surgery, okay? You gotta come home and talk to her. You live with her. You fucking talk to her.
Bring it on.
What do you mean you don't want to do it anymore? Why? Is it because you're a giant fucking baby? Oh, maybe it's my fault because I let you use Derek's fancy toilet that one time. Chicken shit!
Nice.
What do you mean you don't want to do it anymore? Why? You know what? Actually, it's okay. Let's just cancel.
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate it.
Anything for you. I love this truck. It really means so much to me. I have this for you.
A rock.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
It's one of my favorites.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm going out. Can I get the keys?
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow, it helped. The letter.
I'd love if you could throw me those without trying to make some father-daughter moment out of this. You think you can?
I know I can't. You get to choose though. I
was gonna say, you can't ask for that.
Keys or a tight hug of meaningful length.
Get your phone out.
Yes, that's the one I wanted. I did hug arms as reverse psychology. Okay.
What do you want me to do?
Ask for the keys again.
Oh, right. Hey, Dad. Can I have the keys, please?
Sure. Here you go, kiddo.
Oh.
Aww.
That was in slow motion, so it's gonna be pretty cool.
I'm gonna go.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Just be so careful out there. I'm calling to tell you that Sean seems to be doing great, so yeah, you were right.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right. That's what I do.
Is he gonna propose?
Maybe someday when I'm right about something, you could give me a little credit, huh?
Dare to dream, Jimbo.
Is he doing something that Jimmy told him to do? Yeah, seeing his friend.
What?
Hey, Ray.
Oh.
There he is.
What are you doing here?
Listen, I respect your boundaries. Doesn't mean I can't be a friend. Look, we both know how it goes with your sister. It always blows over, but it's gonna be okay.
Thank you.
And there it is.
There he is.
Fuck you.
Fuck me?
Yeah.
I didn't even move. You leaned in to kiss me.
Yeah, but you were gonna let me kiss you.
You know, I don't even know what's happening right now. I just came over here with a bag of treats.
Sure.
No other intentions.
You
so-
did. You came over with a bag of treats and no other intentions. Show me your underwear.
Excuse
Oh,
me?
the sex
You
one.
heard me.
The sexy
You
one.
wearing the red stuff? The sex boxers I like? Show me your fucking underwear.
I am not.
Show me
I will not.
Get upstairs right now.
Yeah.
But you're the one who made a move on me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you did. Because you knew.
I knew what?
Really? You gonna make me say it? Huh? Jimmy! You knew I caught feelings.
Hmm.
All right? But you're so fucking selfish. You just kept fucking me anyway, right? Get the fuck out of my house.
Don't do this.
Get the fuck out.
Okay.
Go.
So that was the problem that would have happened. That did end up happening.
But still.
Oh, snap. How does she know where he lives?
This wasn't the first time, maybe. She knew the name, like.
True.
I can't believe how far we've grown. If you can't come,
What about
snow's fall.
I wonder where that's gonna go.
that? Love story.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
Unrequited.
All right, well.
Okay.
That's number 2.
So this one's. Okay. I don't know, what was the theme here?
I don't know, but things are obviously going in a more positive direction for Sean now that he's switched therapists. I think just learning, hopefully Jimmy learning that boundaries
They need to be
are
in place.
necessary. Yeah, not only necessary, they will be helpful.
But no, I think.
And this,
see
and
both.
like,
I can see both of those. Like I thought it was a good argument between two professionals. Because I could see his point about how, yeah, like his overall point was that sometimes people need more. Doesn't mean do what Jimmy does, which is like eliminate every single boundary.
yeah.
But I feel like it can be tough if it is that robotic kind of, oh, time is up, just do what I told you to do kind of thing. Not for every single person. I don't think that would work for everyone. And like even the fact that Paul went and like, you know, lowered his boundaries kind of shows that he was into that as well. Like he agrees with a little bit of that. So there's
I guess
looking
they're
at
both on the extreme.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Paul, like too many, because I don't think there is anything like rules wise that you can't go see your clients once they're not a client anymore. It
It just feels icky, right? Especially if,
Yeah.
depending on like the subject matter of what you guys have gone through.
And the situation, like obviously like 2 guys who were like bros during sessions, like that's more acceptable. Or not as frowned upon.
Yeah.
If it was like a woman who, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like,
but even with bros, like you might know his vices and then you're like out together and then it's like, you know, like, maybe I don't want to walk you down that aisle because like I know what that could lead to for you. And then it's just, there's a lot of like subtext in your hanging out.
yeah, it
right?
depends.
So it just gets
There's too many factors to
yeah.
like really it's case by case. But yeah, so Paul might be too extreme on one end. But even like I thought it was perfect what he said to
do what I taught you.
Sean. Yeah. Like do the homework. Like that's exactly what it like in that case, excuse me, in that case, Jimmy was wrong. Like sometimes he needs a bit more. Like Jimmy would have like talked to him on the phone, gone to his house or whatever, go to see him and talk it through. Whereas it's like, no, he has the tool he needs. He just needs to use it. And that's how you help clients be more self-sufficient. But yeah, Gabby, that hurt me to see her hurt.
I'm still trying to understand it.
Oh, really? Is it like a woman thing?
So she's upset because she caught feelings and they were still doing stuff?
So to him, it was like just sex.
Okay.
And that's how it started out, that it was going to be just sex. But then she
Was there an
caught
agreement
feelings.
that if one of them catches feelings, they stop?
No, it wasn't an agreement, but I think you just know. Oh, I don't know. It just feels like something that you would inherently know or instinct that like, oh, if someone catches feelings, then obviously that person's going to get hurt because ultimately he doesn't want what she wants. He doesn't want a relationship with her. He just wants the sex. But so that's really hurtful for her. Or that would hurt her to continue having sex with him. No,
Sure.
so that's why she needed to place that boundary, which is why her friend was like,
Okay,
"Stop
but like
this."
that only makes sense if they agreed that that's what they were doing.
I think they did agree that it was just
Okay.
sex.
If that's the case, then sure, that makes sense. Because like if one person starts catching feelings and the other person doesn't, like there's two parties. You could stop. Like it's not like I'm
Yeah.
not manipulating you. I'm doing what I was doing. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's why she cut it off. She was like, "Hey, we can't do this anymore." And he was like, So they did make that decision. But then he came over knowing. I think everything that she said to him was like accurate because he also admitted to that. Like he didn't disagree to say that like you had a sense, right, that I started catching feelings, but you still continued to make it about like just sex.
And again, that only makes sense if she established that.
I think
that's a
it
hurtful
was. I
thing,
feel
right?
like I vaguely
Because, like,
remember in the
if someone
previous
catches
season.
feelings and then it's what, well, like we didn't say that we're not going to have a relationship. Why can't I pursue this if this is something, you know? So
Yeah, but I think she did say it.
Okay. That's the only way it would make sense for me because like this whole time like she's like getting upset with him for like pursuing something that they both want. I don't know. It's just weird.
No, yeah, but now it's unequal. What she wants is not what he wants. Like she wants more and he doesn't. And he knows that she wants more and he doesn't, and he still like pursued her that evening.
All right. Yeah, I guess.
Wow. So interesting how you don't see that.
No, I see what you're saying. I just
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
I feel like it wasn't that explicit. Like I don't know.
I thought it was. Brains.
I mean, it's very simple to say words. Like
Yeah, but when she said we should stop this.
Yeah. I'm sure they've said that before.
I don't
right?
know.
And
I don't
that's,
know. I don't.
No, they
think
have.
so.
She has like they tried,
okay.
and then
They've tried
now
what? They've tried what?
like she said that to him before.
That she's catching feelings.
She didn't say that. She never said that to him. Right. The only time she said that to him was right here. It's like, you knew I was catching feelings, right? I'm like, well, why did you say that?
No, when she asked him to stop, I feel like that was.
You feel like instead of
it
saying
was
the
clearly
words,
implied. Yeah.
But come on. They're therapists who can like use words.
This is the man brain.
What do you mean?
Because that's how I heard it. The way she said it, I was like, oh, she's.
But say the words. What's wrong with saying the words?
I'm just saying that I understood and you didn't. That's all.
Sure,
That's just my observation.
No, but I'm like legitimately asking, what's wrong with saying the words? I'm catching feelings and I want this to stop because of that.
I think she just assumed that he knew, and he did. He did know.
Okay.
But he did.
I know, but
there's nothing wrong with it.
No, but the reason that second night was allowed to happen, or that there was room for that to happen, was because it was left as an implication as opposed to, this is what I'm feeling and this is why we should stop. As opposed to, if that was like clearly said, then there's no gray area anymore for him to be like, hey, I'm gonna present myself again. So that's all I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
I mean, they're human. They're not like whatever. It's like just because they're therapists doesn't mean they've figured it all out. But yeah, I don't know. That's just an age-old men and women thing, I guess. Say what you want to say. That's it.
Yeah, that's fair. But I think too, like you underestimate or overestimate. I don't know. I always get those confused. Of like how difficult it can be for someone to articulate that for whatever reason, whether it's fear or you actually don't have the words or don't know how to say it. Whereas like you're a writer, communication specialist, I feel like you're really good at just being very explicit and concise in what you're trying to say. And I think that's a minority. I think most people, I'm included, have a hard time like truly expressing like what exactly they mean and their intention. And sometimes we're just talking out loud as it's coming out, but it's not exactly what we mean. And then we're like, wait, no, that didn't sound right. And anyways, just saying that not everyone is so great at communicating.
That's fine. No one like people don't have to be that great at communicating, but then you can't be like that kind of blow up at someone for not understanding something you didn't communicate. That's not fair.
But he did understand it. She communicated in the way that she communicated it, and he did understand.
Oh.
I'm just saying, he got it.
Sure, in this.
Yeah. We're talking about the show.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about like.
Oh, I
like
thought we're
overall.
talking about.
Yeah,
I thought
sure.
we're discussing
this is an
episode.
example. Like it's an entryway into that conversation. But I'm like, if that kind of blow up can't. Well, like, it obviously does happen, but like not only is it the blow up, but then like the anger at the other person for not understanding what you didn't say. Like it's just that's.
Sure. In another situation, if the person did not understand, then yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Anyway, it's another good episode.
You know, screw this show. I don't even want to watch. Okay.
Oh, but kudos to Sean. He did it.
I didn't really understand what the tool was. Like, imagine the worst possible scenario and then just break through it.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I know. Seems so simple.
Okay. Cool. Well, we'll see what
I feel
happens.
like that was huge.
Yeah.
For someone who's always like avoiding
Sure,
pain triggers, and then he actually did the exercise. You know how many people don't do homework?
But the exercise, what's that supposed to do? You imagine the worst possible scenario. What if it is? What if you imagine the worst, and then it's exactly what you were afraid of? It's why I don't want to do this. How do you get over
And
that?
it's exactly what you're afraid of. Well, you just have to try to. Well, I mean.
Like, what does that actually do? Because you already thought that was going to happen. So, like, what is that exercise doing?
No, you think about the worst possible. See how he kind of like chuckled at it? It was like the worst.
Oh, that
worst
was the
case
work?
scenario. Yeah, that was the work. Him imagining it and then actually thinking about it and being like, okay, that's a little ridiculous. Like stepping outside. Because usually when we think of worst case scenario, it's like really like spiraling, and then you step out of yourself.
So that's the part of it I'm
think
trying to
about what you're
understand.
thinking, like metacognition, and be like, oh, okay, that's why he chuckled. I was like, okay, that's dumb. Like, let's actually do it. And like, it can't be worse than what I just thought of. And then it ends up being better.
Okay. Yeah, I mean.
It's an exercise. I'm not saying it works for everybody.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to
But it worked for him.
Like he's actually laughing at it, or he's forcing himself to laugh at it?
No, he's actually laughing at it. Like he thought about it, like, whoa, that was really stupid. Because if you recall what he imagined, it was like, okay, that's a little ridiculous.
Maybe it's because it's Liz. I could totally see her having that kind of reaction too.
Oh.
Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Anyways,
don't know.
yeah,
Like,
I think he just thought it was like, okay, that was dumb. That's not gonna happen. Let's just tell her, like, yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
What are you doing here, dipshit? Thanks for asking.
What are you on fucking break?
Jeez.
So listen, the DA is gonna file her charges on Grace today. And I was thinking that maybe you might wanna, I don't know, drop him. Look, I know what you're thinking. Why would I do that? She pushed me off a fucking cliff. Maybe dropping these charges is a win-win.
Fuck you.
You got any second thoughts?
Fuck you again.
I feel like you're really still stuck on that first thought.
So I went to his house.
You what?
I didn't talk to him or anything. I don't know. Lately, I feel like my brain is about to explode.
That's what I'm here for. I'm not saying you can't talk to him someday, but that takes work.
Could I trouble you for a napkin?
$3. I'm joking.
All right.
Is that his dad?
Sean? Hey.
Sean, what's up? What's up, buddy?
Quit the job with me to work at a food truck.
Oh, he's actually an owner.
I was gonna tell
gosh.
you, but wanted to wait until it got on his feet.
This is really great.
Okay.
I don't even know what to say.
All right, well, we should get going. You ready, G?
Yeah.
All right.
See you, Dad.
Yeah, check you out next time.
So
complicated.
nice to
Yeah.
see family.
Yeah, I'd be so hurt. I'd be so hurt.
Still
My
can't
child
believe
didn't
it
tell
didn't
me
like
they
you
were
and
doing
Gabby. So, the DA should be deciding about final charges soon. If she goes with aggravated assault, it might only be 8 months. But if it's second-degree attempted murder, it could be up to 5 years.
It's not too bad.
Here it
You
is.
should take this.
You know, I've been working with Brian to connect with any of your friends who might be willing to give character witness statements. You would be blown away by how many people want to help.
Yeah. My sister Jenny flew in. We didn't even ask her to come.
So, because of the history of abuse and Donnie's multiple felony arrests, they don't believe they could get a conviction, so the state's decided not to pursue charges.
Wow. You can't do that in here.
Oh gosh, how's she feeling?
She thinks she deserves to be in there, right?
Alright.
I mean, there's no punishment for ruining another human being's life. I deserve to be punished.
No, you don't.
I agree with your sister, Grace. Look, what you really need to do is...
Oh, please don't start again with this forgive myself bullshit.
But you will forgive yourself.
No, I won't, because every time I close my eyes, I picture the way he looked after he fell. His legs were like wrapped around his neck, like a scarf.
Just go back to Vancouver with Jenny.
But I can't do that because all my stuff is at Donnie's.
Brian will get your stuff.
I will?
You said you had to go get him to sign the divorce papers. We're gonna get you through this.
Okay.
Honestly, I would just get
Pants
messed up.
Yeah. Well, maybe she's not in a position to do that.
Hey, Pop.
Hey, Gabby.
Hey, Gabby.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Sleeping
Our
together.
last conversation about this.
Shocker.
Oh. Moved on.
Look at all those curls. It's like watching two Cabbage
Oh,
Patch
yeah.
dolls going at it.
They were introduced at the last episode.
Yeah.
He's a kisser.
All right.
He's a
But it's
kisser.
also wild to me that dad is like parents are right there and you're just make it
I
out.
can't believe how hard he's tonguing that girl down.
Liz, let him
Different culture.
Chill out. I spoke to Summer's mom. She's
Same
fine with
thing,
it.
the
My
truth.
dad would have never let me do that.
White people are wild.
You know,
Thank you.
today, by the way.
It's too bad he came after
We went
lunch.
for different
Didn't
culture.
get to see us killing it.
How about tomorrow? We just take...
My dad wants to know if he can come over and hang.
My dog?
No,
Bad.
Oh.
he fucks up group dynamics.
I think I'm just gonna go for a little walk.
You can't hang out with his ass either, D-Train.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, man.
What do you two fucknuts want?
We're here to get Grace's stuff, and we need you to sign the divorce papers.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen today. Let me check with my new nurse. Babe?
Who is it?
Grace, what the hell are you doing here?
I was gonna call you.
To say fuck off and don't come back.
Sorry. Thank you for everything.
Wow.
Dang, ain't that the realest though?
I know, right?
Stuff, doesn't it?
Brian.
I mean, I don't know. Do you know?
And sometimes I'm a top. I just get...
I thought your mom taught you how to cook.
Nope. Learn from the best.
That's cool.
She feeling some type of way?
For me.
She would.
You and I used to dream
Parental
about doing something like this
figure?
together.
Oh, man. That would have been cool if we had a chance. Liz took an interest in me. I can't bail on her.
No, I didn't. I respect that.
She feels like she's maybe overstepping.
I think she's gonna
Gotta
try and
get my
step
bag.
aside.
My mom's making me crash at home tonight. I know you said you're cool with me and Connor, but are you sure?
Oh my god, yeah.
Because life has not been the greatest lately, and this is making me really happy.
What kind of person chooses to walk back into a relationship where they have to eat shit all day?
I don't know. I'd do it with you.
Grace is in crisis. Are you really such a narcissist that you have to choose right now to make it about you?
Yes. That's what narcissism is, Jimmy. Having the courage to put yourself above others. If we met today, do you think we'd even be friends?
This is the thing. You're doing the thing.
Look, I get it. Back in college, when we met, I was confused. I was straight. I was pretending to be someone you'd like. We've been drifting for a while. The last few years, I was much closer to Tia.
I'm gonna bring up Tia now.
Oh, I forgot. You're like one of those plastic dolls. Someone pulls your string and you say, my wife died. Admit it. You don't know me anymore or anything about my life.
No! Because it's not true.
Okay? What's my husband do for a living?
I do not like to reduce people to their occupation.
Oh!
It's something handsome.
I should slap you.
Oh, well, luckily for me, I do know you. And you,
He's gonna do it.
my friend, don't have the guts to... Oh!
Thanks for the ride. You okay?
Yeah, just in my head. Same shit, can't let it go.
I love you. Bye. Bye.
So how's the teaching going?
There's a lot. At least they have to freaking listen to me. And if they don't, I punish their asses for it.
That's the problem with being a therapist. You can tell your patients exactly what to do. Doesn't mean they're gonna listen.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Sometimes I don't give a shit.
Oh, we know.
It's just that now I know that Sean and his dad always wanted to do this together, and I feel like I took that away from them.
Do you know what the theory of psychological egoism is?
I'm
I'm gonna take that as a no.
No.
But it's basically this idea that all behavior is motivated by self-interest, and that we are all actually inherently selfish people, and we do pretty much whatever it is that makes us happy.
Are you into MMA?
What?
Cool sweatshirt.
Oh gosh.
It's my mom's.
Ah. Oh, cool mum then.
Oh.
Coffee?
Oh.
Do you really not know who I am?
Oh jeez.
I'm sorry, no, I haven't been working here long.
Just thought you might.
Yeah, your face.
Because you killed my mom.
Can you cover for me?
Why? So you can run away?
No, I want to talk. How are you?
That shouldn't be the first
That
thing.
was dumb, I'm sorry. I always hoped I'd get the chance to speak to you someday. I want to say I'm sorry. I know that's not enough. Or not right, I don't know. I can't imagine what you've been...
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Fuck you!
In a situation like that, you kind of wish they were an ass.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
We should go to Marrakesh.
There's a
Okay.
tissue box over there.
Where?
Hey, Liz.
I don't know, I
wanna
gave it
talk?
to
Yep. I sold my share of the truck to
To your dad.
Now you guys can do it together, thanks to psychological somethingism.
Oh
How
gosh.
do you talk
Are you
about
insane?
this?
I know.
Do you know how much shit I have with my dad?
But I heard you guys talking in the truck.
Here's a thought. Why not ask me?
Hey, now.
No, I was trying to do good. I will totally undo it.
So then he'll know I don't want to work with him?
Yeah.
This was our thing.
Sean, wait.
Nah. Fuck you, Liz.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Okay, you can't do that, but.
Is that this shit with Donnie, it is a self-destructive stall. Please don't look at your watch. Just give me
I
a
gotta get back. It's okay. It's what I deserve.
I've been thinking about friendship and about how friends are supposed to be the people who understand you. I have been listening to your friends make their character witness statements, but you didn't get to hear them. And I think that you should.
When I had a miscarriage last year, Grace took care of me all weekend. I knew Donnie would give her hell for it. All she seemed to think about was me.
I love my little sister more than anyone. To think I needed to protect her because she is truly a light. Donnie tried to snuff it out. Her light was stronger than I ever could have imagined. And I'm so glad it was.
Hey.
Going to van.
Vancouver?
That's the noise that plays in my head whenever
It's in a list of all the things that.
see you. Oh, hey.
Oh,
It's also
spending
your hero
time.
noise.
They're very similar.
It's Wednesday, so I thought we could start a new tradition. I was just saying how interesting it is that Gemini, like you, ended up with a management consultant like Charlie.
That is crazy. I'm going to grab more wine.
That's crazy. It's a cool shot. Oh gosh. Oh, girl. You know Liz is gonna come out. Oh.
My dad put his watch
Not
on me
Liz.
and told me to
Oh, no.
walk around the block 4 times so we can eat some fruit.
Uh-oh.
Are you all right? I'm here. What can I do?
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
Whoa, okay.
can't do that.
What do you...
No. Walk away. Walk away. Don't do it. Oh my gosh, no. Oh.
Yeah. That was an
really
emotional
good.
one.
Yeah. This was really good. Like every single storyline, I feel, was like really, I don't know, engaging or like interesting.
I find that most of the episodes, it's usually like one theme explored in a lot of different ways through all the different relationships. I'm trying to pin it down for this one. And it just seemed like different stories. But all of them, yeah, like literally every single storyline was like super emotional.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
There's
we
like a
want to
tenderness
start.
there. I guess we could start with, what is her name?
I don't know.
Oh
Trying
my
to think of
God,
it. The daughter,
yeah.
right?
Huh?
The daughter? Oh.
No. I was thinking about the girl that's with Donnie. That was with Donnie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that sucks. So she was gonna go back, but I mean, that's a very common. Like, I remember that's not uncommon.
With that reasoning to punish myself, I felt like that was very specific. Though.
Yeah, I mean, like it's
whatever
just
the
like
reasoning
really,
is, right?
yeah, it's just like really easy to go back to
Mm.
someone who's abusive. I mean, like, I think it's just, I don't know. I've never been in that position, so it's just based off of what I know from my work and the people I've met in those situations. But yeah, it's definitely complicated. It's not as easy as many people think to just leave. Yeah, there's so many different factors that could come into play.
Yeah.
But I'm glad she ended up leaving.
For sure. And like the way that it happened, like we talked about it during the episode, it's like that guilt is still there, right? Like she was banking on the sentence to be the thing that helped her get over that guilt, and like, you know, the just punishment. Because like it's not like what she did. Like,
Was right.
That's gonna stay with you, right? Especially what she said, like about what he looked like when she looked down. Like that's an image that will like forever be there, and it's not even like I kind of caused it. Like you literally pushed him, right?
I mean, that seems like it could be punishment enough.
What?
That stuck with her forever. Never mind the jail time.
Sure, yeah, because like, yeah, I don't know, like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not justifying anything. Obviously, he, you know, like he was doing wrong in that situation. Everybody knew it, but like, I don't know, it's hard to deal with guilt, and it's hard for people to talk you out of it. But that was a nice way that they did it.
Yeah.
Where it's not like the therapist that's like telling you like all the things that you should be doing, or all the tools that you should be using. It's like, no, it's the relationships, it's the people around you that need to consistently remind you about who you are and what you deserve.
Yeah, it's so much deeper than the guilt going back. Like, I'm sure being with somebody as abusive as him has really eaten away at her self-worth. And that goes a long way like that. I think that's why it can become so easy to feel controlled by someone like that or a circumstance like that.
Yeah.
So it really takes having someone to like really dig deep and like, you know, like go through some healing. Like this is not going to be the end of her journey. Like, I'm going to go to Van and everything's fine now. It's like she's still like, the fact that right after coming out of jail went right back to him just goes to show how much work she really, like inner work she needs to do to heal.
Yeah. Not only that, it's just kind of like she was like so subscribed to that thought of I need to be punished that like just how she was acting in the office at the end. She's like, no, I gotta get back. Like this is whatever you say doesn't really matter. Like my mind's made up in terms of like what I have to do. And so it was just like something like she really held on to as a really strong belief that this is what needs to happen. It wasn't even just kind of like she's like following what her guilt is telling her to do. It's like, no, this is what I've decided.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah. Well,
Food truck.
Food truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's complicated. But this like Liz be doing Liz things.
just Liz.
I'm not even surprised
Like,
that
and it
she just
boils down to
did
the,
it.
The
I'm like,
communication there, like
yeah, horrible communication.
just say something. Like
Yeah.
like interpersonally, sure, but as a business partner,
Yeah,
you can't like there's just so many layers there of hurt
Yeah.
for that relationship.
Yeah.
And,
And she should know that.
yeah. Right?
Like, given he's been going to therapy, like, things are, I don't know. Weird. Really bizarre. But I'm not surprised that she just went ahead and did it. Even though, like, she, like, really felt she was doing the right thing.
I guess. It's that. Well, I mean, was it her just leaning into that egoism? Was she doing it for herself? Because like,
No,
she
I
wanted
think
to
she
feel
was
good
doing
about
it. No, I think she was actually doing it for him. Like, maybe she went into the business because she was thinking about herself. I don't know. I'm just assuming that maybe that's why she decided to give that up. Because for maybe one of the rare times in her life, she's being selfless. And then it was like, dang, that's actually not. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you could justify it to yourself that it's selfless, but you could also make the argument that like, if you make that kind of decision without involving people, like, and the fact that it's going to impact so many people, you could argue that that's selfish too. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not like.
Well, that didn't seem like it was her intention. Like, the reason why she didn't communicate it sounded like she wanted it to be a surprise and thought it would be a good idea to make it a surprise. Like,
yeah, I guess. I'm just not thinking it through, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just.
I don't know. She's my least favorite character.
I know, especially
Like-
this season. I feel like they really ramped it up. The first few episodes, like I hate the dynamic between her and what's the black therapist's name?
Gabby?
Gabby. Like I hate their scenes. Like I know it's supposed to be like cute and like
Yeah, I think
hey,
they're
it's
funny.
kind of like repartee, like they're like going back at each other, but it's just annoying to me.
Oh.
Right, like and I don't know. It's just kind of like pouring fuel on what makes Liz Liz, and a lot of it is just kind of hard to take.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. But
Again,
it's
Liz.
not my favorite character, and this is a really like tangible reason why. Like you
Yeah.
need to think things through.
Yeah. For
It's wild.
sure.
Lily?
Who?
Lily? Is her name Lily? Alice.
Alice.
Yeah. Who's Lily?
Yo. I don't know. Sounds like an Asian name. Yeah, I don't know. That is rough.
Well, we could talk about the interaction.
Yeah.
At the coffee shop.
Yeah.
I was kind of getting into it before like the story continued, but it was like in that situation, you kind of wish that they're an ass.
Yeah.
They're not apologetic. That they're just kind of
Yeah.
not doing the work to feel sorry for what they did, because it makes it so much easier to say everything that she said in that letter. But if they're already meeting you with "I'm sorry," you can tell that there's a lot of weight that he was carrying. It makes it so hard to say those things.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. That was just so tough to watch.
I don't know. I just have questions. Like obviously I can see how that was very upsetting for her. And I think a lot of
What
what you
part?
said.
Just being there?
Being there, talking to him, is like she went there. So it's like, what were you looking for? Like, what were you expecting?
exactly.
Kind of thing.
That's what thing said. Harrison Ford's character.
What he
Like it
said?
never goes the way that you expect.
Yeah.
Right? Sorry, go on.
Yeah, just, yeah, I would be curious to know, like, what exactly.
What you wanted out of that.
yeah, what she wanted out of it, what she's thinking, like what good that would do. Obviously, it's something that's been like weighing on her mind. Like she's just been, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like she's been thinking about it over and over again.
Like ruminating.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Ruminating. About that, and I feel like she just emotionally speaking, she just had. It was like I don't know, impulsive. She just had to do it. Like just had so much pent up emotion, but.
Yeah,
I don't know where I'm going with.
It
I'm
boils
just
down
like
to what she was like. It boils down to the what. Like what is she trying to get out of it? Because like we don't really know that. Like the assumption is that she wants to tell him what was in that letter, and we know that it's like profanity laden letter, just kind of getting those feelings out. And maybe it would have been great if it was just kind of like he's living his life. He's unapologetic about it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you could like just go off on him. Yeah. But like he's like a really nice guy. So we're like, F you, you're so nice. Why did you have to do what you did? Like that's so complicated.
Yeah.
And obviously for him, like it was a drunk driver, obviously a ton of regret, which is probably an understatement. But yeah, I think that's just it. Like that's just such a complicated feeling. Like frig you.
Yeah.
You're a nice guy. And you like, oh, you wish you could go off on him.
Yeah.
And like, I wonder if a lot of the anger, if she's even entertained the thought of like, man, like, do I have to? It's harder to forgive. So I wonder if that's even like a thought in her mind.
Like it's finally gonna happen.
So good.
Right? Like that. She's gonna finally, like, the fallout of this, especially with Harrison Ford's character. Like she's really gonna lean into, like, okay, what is that work that you said that I have to do?
Yeah.
And I feel like for both him and Jimmy, for her and Jimmy, it's gonna be like this huge moment by the end of it.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder what Jimmy's gonna think when he finds out that she did that.
That's another thing that I want to start. Like, I know they did this in the first season, and they've kind of explored it already. But that must be so tough for Jimmy, that she goes to Harrison Ford, because there's so much about her life and what she's dealing with that she just will not, or like can't open up to her own father about. And now it happened with his friend as well. Like it's just like that must really suck.
Happened with his friend?
Sorry, the other guy, the other food truck guy. I'm so bad with the names. This like he said that he can't see him anymore, and then Harrison Ford's character took him.
Oh.
Paul took him.
Like they're
So like so two people in his own home that aren't talking to him about like the deep things that are happening in their life.
Yeah, it's tough. I can see it go both ways. Like if Jimmy knows that he can't be that person for his daughter, I'd be super grateful to have a friend like Paul.
Yeah.
Is it Paul? Paul?
Paul, yeah.
Yeah, to have a friend like Paul, like, oh, thank God, like there's somebody that she can go to, as opposed to her friend about everything. You know what I mean? But I'm sure, I feel like it's something maybe you have to settle
without
with.
him knowing, right? Like, and Paul knows that she's had these feelings, that she's thinking about seeing him, that she's been hanging out in front of his house, like all of those things. And those aren't insignificant things. And it feels like it reduces your relationship to your own daughter to the most surface level things. And I'm sure that's like probably a relationship that is very, very common in a lot of households. But as a therapist especially, I feel like that must hurt.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I know what I'm doing here.
It depends on what, but also he doesn't. Like we've kind of seen he's not like, yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends. Like if he's aware of what she's doing, then like, and he's just like made peace with that. Like, I know I can't be that person for her right now because of like just too much emotion.
Yeah.
Like he has made the situation worse when she's gone to him.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know that she can't go to you about certain things, and like if you just have peace with that, it's like, you know what, at least she's going to people that I trust and I know that they are going to give sound advice and that they love her and care about her. I would be so relieved to have people like that in my life.
Yeah. But I feel like
But-
it's a lot of work to get yourself into that mindset
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
Like I think they'll both exist at the
Mhm.
same time, right? It's like I kind of wish she would talk to me
Yeah.
about that stuff, but
Yeah,
I'm grateful.
Yeah, exactly.
And at the end of it, her
Oh gosh.
which I could see coming as soon as he
I
entered.
know.
Like it just
Oh,
makes
gosh. I
sense.
really
Like she's
didn't want
emotionally
it.
vulnerable. She just
Yeah.
needed to be comforted.
Yeah, so stupid.
It's
It is. It's
It is.
stupid.
It is. But it happens.
I know.
It happens a
It's
lot,
just
and this
people are
is probably
stupid.
heavier than most situations where it happens.
Yeah, I mean, she
Right?
won't F up her. She'd already effed up her friendship.
There's so many
So dumb.
layers to what this night just did to her life.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're right.
Right? Because like she said, like that was her closest friend. Like she became like this mentor for her, this guru
Oh
for
my
her.
gosh.
So like, as funny as that is, but like it's still somebody that like is checking in on her, that cares about her. That,
Yeah, for
you know,
sure. And
so-
this show really, I mean, this episode really highlighted that.
the friendship side of things.
Yeah, she really cared about her. She was like, "Are you sure that this is okay?"
Yeah.
Yeah, they set that up nicely
Mm-hmm.
to make that ending very horrifying. Jimmy and Gabby, sure. I don't really have much to say about that. Gabby's so funny.
I guess.
I don't know, she's like petty, immature, all that,
Yeah.
but I just think like just her comedic, I don't know.
As a character, I think she's
essence.
funny, but like I just
Yeah.
think that I don't know. I said my piece over the last episode about like how I felt about what was going on between them. This
Oh, yeah.
makes it
Worse?
worse. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, sure, but now you're like really trying to paint me as this like evil person that did this. Like, no, okay, like I don't know. Like we can like be hurt and like we can be mature about it, but to do that and to bring other people into it, I think that's kind of messed up.
Bring other people into it.
Paul.
I mean, like, I just feel like that's just their life. Paul's
I
like,
know.
always there.
I know, but like it's still very like it's one thing to feel upset about somebody about something that you feel they did wrong, and then to like double and triple down on it.
But they're working together. I don't know. I just feel like it's like light,
Yeah.
but there's truth to it. Like they banter like that, even if they weren't in a serious, I don't know,
Mhm.
situation like this. So I don't really take it that seriously. And I kind of do understand like why she'd be upset, and he knows it. Like it's not like he's like, listen, I didn't know, or like it's not like the fact that he's not even fighting in that way with
But
her
that's
just
specifically
shows
why
me that.
I think it's messed up.
Oh.
He's not fighting. He's not even doing anything.
Oh, I see.
You know,
I
you're
see.
kicking somebody.
She's just being a bully.
Yeah, and you're making them feel bad for something that you, like whatever they agree upon,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
happened or did not happen or whatever.
Yeah.
You're, like what you're doing in this situation makes it worse, and you're putting the target on your back in terms of like who's taking culpability for what's wrong
Yeah.
here. So I don't know. That part of it I feel like is silly because the show is so good at showing good ways of dealing with things.
Yeah, that's why I don't think like it's that serious. Like I don't think she'd be doing that if she didn't think like he could take it. And he can. He's just like kind of like what you were saying, Liz's husband being like, oh, I can't talk about it. He's like, oh, like, but like he's gonna get over it. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, these are things that just rolls off his back. Like, okay, I get they feel that way. I get that's the situation. I'm just gonna move on now. And like I just feel like it's not that serious. As serious as you're making it sound. Like
Agree to disagree.
there is like a lot of room to make up here, and like they're gonna be like it's like they have a relationship so deep that like they know that it's not a real breakup of a friendship or relationship. It's like we're gonna get through this kind of thing. So it's like whatever, say your piece now. You know, we'll find a way to fix it later.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Sure, no, and I'm sure that's what they're doing. I just, it's not. I don't like particularly enjoy watching that.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, sure, but like I just feel like it's I don't know. I can't really
It's
find the
alright.
words for it. It's just
okay.
very
Not your
like.
cup of tea.
It's not even just kind of like a preference thing. I think it's like I am offended by it.
Oh damn, you're offended by it.
Yeah, like I don't know. It feels weird to me. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
like
is weird to me.
yeah, whatever.
All right. The friendship with the gay guy.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool, bringing to light like a completely different heartbreak that people go through, like with friends, like the whole thing of like, why are we really friends right now?
But
like how like time served versus like, are we really compatible friends and like effort? But I think like their big blow up just kind of showed that they both haven't really
That's
been
what I'm saying, right? Like he's
that
expecting Jimmy to
effort.
do all the work, and I don't understand. Like, so I get the hurt, but like you don't know him either.
Yeah.
So like, why do you deserve to like have that blow up and walk out, and you didn't like learn Alice's age? You didn't do any of these things.
That's so funny.
Jimmy came, and like he's the one that went to your husband, and he's the one that learned all these
Yeah,
things.
I mean, now after that, Jimmy did realize, like, okay, I need to change. And, like, I don't think there was much time yet to give his friend an opportunity to be like, okay, let me be the one to come over and, like, you know, hang out with Alice, be that godfather. Like, it was just, Jimmy just happened to make the first step in this episode.
I don't know. They had a lot of time. They had time to like work on a case, and he had time to like come back and save the day. And he had like, oh.
No, like at the very end, after they had that blow up, there
After they
didn't
had the
seem
blow
like
up,
there
he
was
still-
that much time.
After that blow up, he still came into the office to save the day with
Yeah.
the other. So like there was like
I mean, there's still work to be done.
I know,
I don't know.
but like I just feel like that's not really acknowledged. Like it felt like they very squarely put the things on Jimmy in terms of like you're doing this wrong, and you're the one that has to have the realization to, right? Like at the end of the end of it, it was like, oh, I'm so touched. It wasn't like, you know what, I need to do something too, right? Like I'm so touched by the effort that Jimmy did. Like you're doing it. You're trying in this relationship, but where's your effort?
Yeah, I mean, like, they only showed us so much, right? Like, I don't think we can assume that he's not going to do that.
I know,
It's just
but,
kind of
like,
nice to see that first up. I'm just trying to say it was nice that they showcased a different type of issue within relationships. Like, not just the husband-wife, not just, like, the friends with benefits, not just, you know, the things that we've been seeing so far, like the teenage drama. It's like, you don't really see that as much, I feel like, and well, I don't know, what do I know? I don't watch a lot of TV aside from what we watch on this channel. But like, yeah, just that kind of issue of like, would we still be friends today if we like met each other, like didn't know each other and met each other?
Yeah.
I was like, wow, because I've asked myself that question with a friend. I was like, oh, I've just never seen it been portrayed on,
Sure. I just think it's an
on
unfair
a
line of
show
questioning.
or a movie before.
Yeah.
This is why I just thought it was cool that they
Yeah,
had
no,
something
it's
like that
definitely
on.
interesting. I don't know, the way that this show, I feel like the show makes Jimmy an emotional punching bag for lessons, and it's starting to get obvious. And that part of it is like, I don't know. I don't.
You feel for Jimmy.
I feel for Jimmy, but also it's because of like, he went through something real.
Yeah.
Right? And people go through a lot of real things. And sure, like, of course, you have to do a lot of work. And maybe they're trying to highlight the idea that whatever you're going through, you're the one that has to do work. But I think they have to at least acknowledge the work that needs to be done by the other side. Right? Like that, like it can't, I don't know. Maybe that's just how it'll always feel when you're doing work, because you might not ever get reciprocation or anything like that. But I don't know. It just feels weird. Like he's always wrong.
You're right. You're right in a sense that like I feel like Jimmy needs a win.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that yet. We've seen a lot happening with other people on the show, but Jimmy, I can't think of anything so far in the season where I'm like, he needs a win.
Right. Like even that little like gathering of like, oh, you guys can't hang out with him. Like why? Like what is the?
I think it's just the petty. It's light. It's some light. I feel like it's just petty,
it's
part of the
light if it's one
comedic
thing, right?
factor
it's light if
of
it's
the
one
show.
thing. But like, It's a lot of things.
I think it also just goes to show how petty Gabby is.
But
Which
like,
is
shouldn't there be work
part
there?
of how funny her character is.
But shouldn't there be work that has to be done there? Shouldn't people call that out? How pettiness can like harm people and harm you as a person? Like, shouldn't people like call that out too? Like, I feel like that's, I don't know. Like, for a laugh, it's like cool, but like at the same time, it's about,
it's like
the
you
show
want
is
there
about
to be balance.
therapy. Right? And I don't know.
I don't know. I guess it's a fine line.
Yeah.
You know, trying to be comedic with certain themes. You know what I mean? Especially if you have an expectation of like, I don't think this show is supposed to be a guideline of like how to, like, this show is about therapy, so let me show you how, you know, the ideal situation, how it's gonna go. I think it's really good at showing people's imperfections, and then they just show it in a comedic light. Which I think is genius.
I don't know. I just feel like the table is tilted a little bit towards Jimmy, because it's like,
yeah, right now, I agree.
Everybody can call out his flaws, and everybody can call out the fact that he needs to do work. But then, like, nobody else, like, everyone else is just as imperfect as him. And I feel like those things are hard. Like Paul, maybe. I think they go into him a little bit more, and they kind of introduce problems and solve them right away, like within an episode, like for him. But he's really the only other character that I feel like they kind of call out and then address. Everyone else is just very like, nope, this is how I am, and whatever. But
yeah, sometimes
like,
Liz is called out
by
her husband.
That's the only reason that I feel like I feel weird about it is because like this show has proven that they can do it really, really well, because they show it with Jimmy all the time.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, that's just one episode. You weren't a fan of the episode. Maybe there's more that will help balance things out for you, and they're only 20 minutes, so they can only show so much, and like showing everyone's story progress. So maybe there's more.
All right.
Cool. That was a really long conversation.
I feel like that always happens with shrinking.
With shrinking, yeah, I know, it's true.
Was that what you were gonna say?
I was gonna say for the first season, I remember thinking the same thing for one or maybe like a few of the episodes, being like, "Wow, this went on a long time."
Yeah, because like it does a good job of like you feel, and you can kind of place yourself in a lot of those situations, kind of. So
yeah,
it's good.
All right.
Cool. Another good one. We'll see you for the next one.